Down syndrome is a disorder that is caused by a chromosome defect, which causes problems with people's intellect and intellectual abilities. Down syndrome can also cause people to have physical differences.
The effects of Down syndrome. In some cases, certain Down syndrome effects, such as hypotonia, may be present at birth. Others may not become evident until adulthood. The effects of this condition vary widely among individuals and may be experienced in nearly every system in the body. Common Down syndrome effects may include thyroid problems, hearing problems, congenital heart disease, eye problems, and joint and muscle problems. Approximately half of the children with Down syndrome have congenital heart disease and associated early onset of pulmonary hypertension or high blood pressure in the lungs.
The mutation that causes Down syndrome is called trisomy. Usually, babies have one chromosome from each parent, but when trisomy occurs, the baby has three chromosomes instead of two.
How many people are affected by or at risk for Down syndrome? According to the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, approximately 6,000 babies are born in the United States each year with Down syndrome, or approximately 1 out of every 691 live live birth. Down syndrome is the most frequent chromosomal cause to mild or moderate intellectual disability, and it occurs in all ethnic and economic groups. Currently, more than 400,000 people are living with Down syndrome in the United States, according to the National Down Syndrome Society. Researchers know some but not all the risk factors for Down syndrome. For example, parents who have a child with Down syndrome or another chromosomal disorder, or who have a chromosomal disorder themselves, are more likely to have a child with Down syndrome. There are no known behavioral or environmental factors that cause Down syndrome. Is it inherited? Most of the time, Down syndrome isn't inherited. It's caused by a mistake in cell division during the development of the egg, sperm, or embryo. Translocation Down syndrome is the only form of disorder that can be passed from parent to child.
There is no real cure for Down syndrome. There is no medication that people can take to stop them from having the symptoms of Down syndrome. People with Down syndrome just need support from people, including their friends and family, to help them learn usual day to day things that all of us can learn very easily. They need help in learning simple things, but once they get the help they need, they are actually very, very similar to us and can do a lot of the things that we can do.